The White House directed the firing of former FBI Director James Comey in a manner that left Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein shaken over his role in justifying Comey's ouster. Former FBI Director Andrew McCabe claims in his new book, In the Threat: How the FBI Protects America in the Age of Terror and Trump, McCabe reportedly writes that Rosenstein was deeply uncomfortable with Comey's firing, telling him at the time that writing the memo wasn't his idea, according to excerpts obtained by The Guardian. He said it wasn't his idea. The president had ordered to write the memo justifying the firing, McCabe writes. In his book, McCabe quotes Rosenstein as saying, "There's no one here I can trust," according to The Guardian. McCabe describes Rosenstein as being glassy-eyed after he was allegedly ordered by the White House to draft the memo about Comey's job performance, writing that Rosenstein feared he was being used by the Trump administration as a scapegoat for Comey's firing. Rosenstein testified publicly in May 2017 about the memo and Comey's firing, telling lawmakers at the time, "I wrote it, I believe it, I stand by it." Again, Rosenstein testified publicly in May 2017 about the memo and Comey's firing, telling Congress, "I wrote it, I believe it, I stand by it." Excerpts from the book follow reports from the New York Times last year that Rosenstein's colleagues said he looked shaken and unsteady and overwhelmed following Comey's ouster and expressed concerns that writing the memo had damaged his reputation. Which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it, because the memo was very just simple, saying James Comey broke the rules of the FBI, which is black and white. He obviously broke the rules of the FBI. As a spokeswoman for the Justice Department last year dismissed claims that Rosenstein was upset with the White House, while adding that he was disturbed by Comey's decision to create memos detailing his interactions with President Trump. To be clear, he was upset not because knowledge of the existence of the memos would have changed the Deputy Attorney General's decision regarding Mr. Comey, but that Mr. McCabe chose not to tell him about their existence only until hours before someone shared them with the New York Times. Now, let's all put this in perspective. Now, we're back to discussing the firing of James Comey and the memo, which gave really black and white reasons. Even if Rosenstein didn't want to, technically, I mean, it's very factual, the fact that Comey broke FBI protocol, he broke the rules, and technically even broke the law. So when he intentionally, you got to remember that Comey testified, he admitted in the hearing to Congress that he intentionally leaked an official FBI, because that recording of his conversation, which is he was recording conversations with the president, that became an official FBI document. You can't just now take that and then just give it to anybody you want. You can't do that. So he gave it. He said he intentionally gave it to a friend for that friend to go to the press, so that the press would bring it out in the open, and then a special counsel will be launched because of that action. He said that was his intention. So he was like going for the president, and even after all that was done, he himself said on a big stage with a huge crowd, saying, "No, there's no evidence. I've seen no evidence of Russia collusion, but you never know." I mean, so he was going after the president. Okay, he admitted it, and then you see his behavior on Twitter and his unhinged, his emotionality of just going nuts about everything, talking like a religious sage. He knows what he did. Everyone knows what he did. It is what it is. Whether you think he's a good person, a bad person, a Republican, a Democrat, or whatever, he did what he did. He broke FBI protocol, and most would say that he broke the law. And then for people to say, "Oh, Rosenstein got shaken up about firing someone who broke many FBI protocols over and over again. It wasn't just once, many times. He did it with the Hillary Clinton investigation. You know, we all know what he did.